How to use Semrush One. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Semrush One, the all-in-one SEO and AI research tool. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can improve and the way that you think about SEO and how you can use tools like Semrush One to actually improve your SEO. Most SEO tools are focused on just one thing, and that is Google rankings. But what nobody tells you is that your customers are searching for you in multiple different places. So they might be searching for you on Google, ChatGPT, Gemini, AI discovery engines. This research landscape has completely transformed over the past couple of months. That's why Semrush has launched Semrush One, an all-in-one solution that doesn't just help you win on Google, it helps you win every search. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the full platform, showing you exactly how to use keywords, how you are going to improve your rankings not only on Google, but also on AI tools. Discover hidden opportunities and why companies are already making the switch. Whether you are an agency or an e-commerce brand or a content creator, this is going to be eye-opening. So let's dive in. And if you want to get started with Semrush One, then make sure to click on the link provided in the description box down below to get started with Semrush. Now, starting off, let me paint a picture of what is happening right now. In the past, whenever you needed to search for something, you would go on to Google. Hey Google, let's say I want to look up the best lava cakes in town, and it will provide me with a research result. Now, this is a result that you're not going to see in the past 6 months. But now the first thing that you're going to find is an AI overview. So in the past, all you had to do was rank on the first page of Google. However, right now, AI overviews are more popular. More often than not, people are not opting for Google. People open up ChatGPT and they ask ChatGPT the same thing, the best lava cakes in town. And it has become just as pivotal and important to be ranking high in search results using AI, using Gemini, using ChatGPT, whatever AI tool it is. So your audience isn't only on Google anymore, they're fragmented. And here's a stat that is going to keep marketers up all night. Over 60% of people are now using AI search tools for discovery and research, and that number is just climbing. So you've got this gap and you're investing in SEO, ranking for Google, ranking for keywords, and getting traffic. Meanwhile, you're invisible on GPT, on Gemini, on Reddit's AI, on Grok AI, and that is where Semrush One is going to come in. So think of this as an evolution of Semrush. It takes the best SEO tools that we already have on Semrush, and then it combines it with new technology to further boost your rankings, not on one individualized platform, rather than having just all your focus be on Google, you're going to be focusing more diversely. So I have logged on into Semrush One, and this is what your basic dashboard on Semrush is going to look like. It has integrated keyword research, site audits, tracking, ranking, and much more with AI research, visibility, and intelligence. So this one platform, instead of just showing you your ranking for Google like traditional SEO keywords, search volume, and competition, you also have AI visibility. This includes your prompts, the prompts that people are asking GPT and Gemini, and what AI tools are being used the most, where you can get featured in AI responses. And it also shows you discovering opportunities that are gaining traction but haven't hit mainstream SEO. And the coolest part is that Semrush One uses the largest dataset on the market. We're talking about billions of search queries across Google, data from ChatGPT, Gemini, and real-time AI search trends. So this isn't just guesswork, this is actionable data. Now this is the basic dashboard. On your top left, you're going to find your home page. Then below that, you have your traditional SEO. This includes competitive research, keyword research, link building, and on-page tech and SEO. Below that, you have AI visibility, which includes a visibility overview. Then you have a competitor research, where you can add your domain and add competitors, and you can actually view the search rankings that you have versus your competitors on AI tools like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or other AIs. Then you have prompt research, where you can actually find and discover trending AI prompts. You have brand performance on AI tools, where you can see how AI platforms are going to describe, position, and talk about your brand. Let's say I'm trying to build a lava cake brand. Let's say we have this cafe over here. This is Street One Cafe. Then we have Butler's Cafe. We have Tuscany. Then if I take a look at Google AI, it does not recommend the second recommendation on GPT, which is Butler's. So that is a dedicated chocolate cafe that is not being recommended. What I would want to do is I would go on to Semrush and see what it says about my brand, which is Butler's Chocolate, and I would try to find out where I'm lacking so that I can rank myself better in Google's AI as well. You can even view the perception of AI, and you can even view narrative drivers. So this basically allows you to see the sentiment that is going to be held about your brand with AI tools. They also have questions as well as site audits and prompt tracking. Now, below that, you have your traffic and market options, which includes AI traffic, referrals, organic search, and more. And this is something that you're not going to find elsewhere, where you are able to see how much traffic are people actually getting from AI tools. So let's say that I want to view how many people are actually going to be visiting my website from a AI tool, because nowadays no one's asking Siri their questions. They're asking those questions to GPT, to Claude, to Perplexity, to Gemini, to Grok, whatever AI tool they prefer. And we have all our traditional SEO tools included, with referrals, organic search, paid search, social media search, emails, top pages, regional trends, and market overviews. Below that, we have local optimization for SEO. So you guys can see that with this, we have dashboards with GPB optimization, listing management, and more. Then we have a dedicated content section. And within that content section, we have an AI article generator. We even have social media with social content AI and advertising and AI PR. So with AI PR, this is a completely different dashboard. This AI PR toolkit is going to target media with significant AI visibility. Now, within this, if you go into AI cited media, you can see the top cited media in your field. Let's say that I am trying to rank higher for chocolate items in a particular region. So I can find what is being referred to the most, what is being cited. Now, this is more so for businesses that are knowledge-based and knowledge-driven. Now, let's actually explore and use these tools so I can show you guys exactly how Semrush is going to be your all-in-one tool. And Semrush is providing you with some amazing deals that you can check out by using the link provided in the description box to get started. Now, starting off, I can directly go into the basic dashboard and I can enter my website. Let's say that this is my website over here. It's called Ethic, okay? Now, you guys can see this is the website, and you guys can see mentions, cited pages, authority score, and you will see it based in different regions. Now, if I go back for the same website in a different region, your answers might be very different. So currently, it's gathering data about this, but I don't want to gather some data about this. I want to gather data about a different website. So I'm going to proceed and I'm going to search for coach.com. And then once I do that, I'm going to view the results. You guys can see I have my traditional SEO dashboard, which now includes AI visibility, mentions, and cited pages. Then on the right side, I have my traditional SEO, which includes authority scores, paid keywords, organic traffic, organic keywords, and reference domains. Below that, it's going to start position tracking and site audits. Then you can set up on-page SEO checkers, backlink audits, and more. You can see visits, unique visits, pages, average durations, and bounce rates. Then you have organic research, backlink analytics. So this is just an overview of everything. Now to go in more details, you can go into AI search and you can directly go into AI visibility if you want to go into details. So I can click on AI visibility over here, and this provides me with more detail. I can view this for one particular region. You guys can see on the top left, the US has been selected. You can also select the United Kingdom, Canada, or any specific region. So if you are a local business, then you can view analytics for your particular region. Now, I am going to be targeting worldwide coach.com, and you can even specifically target a AI platform. Currently, they have introduced AI overviews, ChatGPT, and AI mode. However, Gemini AI is going to be launched very soon, so you can see where you rank on Gemini. On ChatGPT, the overall ranking for AI visibility is low for coach.com, and this is the monthly audience, mentions, and cited pages. From the past month, we have a reduction in both mentions and audience. And if I go back up and view this for AI overview, which is Google's AI overview, you guys can see that it has actually gone up. But when I look at the total AI visibility, that has not increased. Now, if I go into all platforms, again, it has decreased. And you guys can see that AI mode had only 956 in our rankings. On the right side, you can see what's next. So if you want to view what other competitors are doing to bridge this gap, if you want to optimize your domain for AI, or find sources where you should be published. Below that, you can see the top performing topics, and then these are just topics. You can actually click on prompts to see some of the best prompts that are yielding your results. So what are some of the best accessories or unique Easter merchandise for kids, walking the dog gifts? Then we have TVs and films. Can you tell me about a Dawn? And these are the responses that are including coach.com as a source. If I go into coach.com over here, you guys can see this is the actual Coach website, and it is world.coach.com. And this is what we want to focus on. We want to get more eyes from AI sources onto our website. So how do I improve this? Sure, I have the metrics now. If I'm not doing well, then I'm not doing well. But how can I actually make this better? How can I fix this? Well, to fix this is not going to be a difficult thing at all. To fix this is pretty easy. All you need to do is go into your competitor gaps. Now, if you go over here, you can go into competitor research and do some comparisons, direct comparisons if you have strategic comparisons already. But if you just click on find competitor gaps on the right side of your screen, you're going to see you, and it's automatically going to detect other competitors that you have for AI visibility. So alternative to your brand, what are some of the other brands appearing as, and how are they appearing? So if I go into topics, they are appearing in Amazon and Prime services. Then they are also appearing in shoe size conversion charts. They're also appearing in, when it comes to optical and eye care services, they're appearing in anniversary gifts and ideas. Now, within anniversary gifts and ideas, I know this is a really great opportunity for coach.com to target. So we can see mentioned, the brands, the sources. And what I can do is that I can start creating content on my website that is going to directly answer the prompts that are being put in. So good anniversary gifts for guys, perfect anniversary gift for a girlfriend, great anniversary gifts for men. Now what I can do is click on create content, and then it's going to generate a high opportunity article for you. Now, if I go back, let's say I want to go with this one, which is the perfect anniversary gift for a girlfriend. Considering that you would probably know your brand very well, you can easily see opportunities for your brand. And you can see everyone is ranking for this other than Tory Burke and Coach.com. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and click on create content. I'm going to let it prepare a draft for me. And you guys can see it includes these keywords: SEO booster with AI generated images, and then you can proceed with the continuation of your actual article. And this gives you the ability to better understand where your gaps are, where your SEO is not answering questions that people are asking AI, because the way that people ask AI is different from the way that they search on Google. Now I can directly click on missing and see what I am missing, what opportunities I'm missing the most. Then I can search for strong opportunities where our brand is mentioned more often than others. So this means this is where we are actually doing well. And this is in the missing section are competitors are mentioned. Now I want to go ahead and you guys can see that we have different intents that are obviously mentioned, including informational, transactional, navigational, commercial, and more. And you can set up prompt tracking as well. So when you monitor all prompts, you can go on ahead and you can target where you want to track your prompts. You can add a target. Let's say I want to track prompts on ChatGPT. Usually what I recommend is if you find an opportunity, for example, the opportunity for anniversary gifts, which I think is a opportunity we are lacking in, I would then create some content that is adjacent to that topic and then monitor that particular prompt on one particular AI service. What this does is that this gives you an idea of if your content is working, if you need to restructure it, and if you need to try out different strategies to boost your SEO, to boost your AI visibility. To be able to optimize for SEO, it was very transactional. It was very based on, okay, I have included these keywords, I should be ranking high. I have created 15 backlinks, I should be ranking high. But with AI tools, they're being trained on a data set, and those trainings on a data set need to include your content so that you rank higher. It's what AI bias usually is that if you try to ask AI to create a person in a coffee shop, whatever data set that they were trained on, that a typical person visiting a coffee shop would look like, what a typical person would wear, it's going to create that image. I'll show you guys an example of this. So a person standing in a coffee shop. And based on the data set that it has been trained on, it's going to generate my image accordingly. I'm going to click on create image, a person standing in a coffee shop. And you guys will see I specified not even the gender of the person, but based on the data it has been trained, you will have a very generic looking image. And you guys can see it's a guy in a hoodie, wearing jeans, white sneakers, because this is an outfit that you typically see in photographs that you have. If I ask it to a man or a close-up shot of a watch on a wrist, and then you will see the time that it has been set on is probably going to be 10 past 10, because that is the time that most photographs of watches are set on. You guys can see this is the time. It is 10:10. Now, if I ask it to change the time, and this is just so you guys understand how you're going to be using Semrush, because you need to make enough content that your content is used in AI dataset trainings. So if I ask it to change the time on the watch to 2:30, and you guys will see that most often it creates the 10:10 image if you don't specify the time. And sometimes even if you try to create a different time on the watch, it's still going to create 10:10 as the time. You guys can see I asked it to change the time to 2:30, but because it has not been trained to give out the time 2:30 in images of watches, it's not moving the time. And this is where you are going to be targeting AI, where your AI visibility depends on the kind of content you're generating. And if you have a lot of value in your content, if you're putting out a bunch of articles on how Coach bags are perfect anniversary gifts for girlfriends, on how a great anniversary gift for a man includes a wallet from Coach and a leather belt, and then links. So those types of articles need to be created so that your brand is included. Now I'm going to remove these competitors. I'll add some other competitors so you guys have an idea. Let's say I want to include Coach.com or Coach.us, because we are going to primarily view these metrics in the US. I'm going to just add michaelkors.us, coach.us, and then we can actually analyze over here. And you guys can see I'm going to just go into Coach US. Yeah, it's coach.com.us probably. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this link instead. I don't need the entire link. I just need the basic. And then if I click on analyze over here, adding my competitor, going into analyze, you guys will see that our sister URL is ranking quite a bit higher. Now, this is just one tool. You have your visibility overview. Now you can go into competitor research. You can find where other people are ranking. You can add up, this is what we were doing, finding competitors. Then you can go into prompt research to find more gaps. I want to search for good leather bags or trendy bags. So currently they couldn't find any data on this topic. I'm going to search for not AI visibility. I want to go into prompt research and I want to search for trend or bags, leather bags. And then I'm going to go into analyze and you guys can see the AI related search volume, the topics, the intent, primarily it's informational and then secondarily more so it's commercial. And you guys can see leather and designer shoulder bags and what type of prompts people are putting in. What are the best brands for stylish shoulder bags? And then I can view the full response that ChatGPT gave. It gave Chloe, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Saint Laurent, Fendi, Celine, Coach. So you guys can see Coach has been mentioned and other affordable options as well. Now, if I view this full response, I can even see any sources that it has used. The ChatGPT answer in this particular search has not cited any sources. However, some answers do cite sources. So you're able to see this particular answer. How do designer bags compare to quality and price? And you guys can see the different sources that were used. If Coach.com posts an article about how much their bag costs or pricing or sustainability, something along those lines, they can probably have their data be included in data sets so that it appears in search results. You guys can see you have multiple different topics that are suggested and the specific niche in that topic. Then I can even go into specific prompts if I want to view the prompt or brands. And then I can even view the source domains as well. Now, if I go into brands over here, I can see that Etsy, eBay, Amazon, Prada, all of these are being mentioned. Then if I go into our Saffiano leather bags, durable and easy to maintain, and Michael Kors is the brand here. I can click on analyze over here, and then I can analyze this and I can see the prompt, the response, and the brands that were mentioned. What is Saffiano leather? Now, Carl Frederick is the brand that probably had articles on their website which included Saffiano leather, which is why it provided accurate results. So this is what is the most important, which is to target AI prompt answers, build the answers that AI is going to give, because AI is just data. It's data being regurgitated back into brands and back into the consumer. So Semrush One is understanding that and being able to provide you with AI-powered tools with the ability to make your brand, your website be the top result, to be the top Google AI overviews, ChatGPT overviews. So if I go into Coach.com and I can see the way AI talks about my brand, let's say in the United States, I'm going to click on Get Started. Now, this is going to give me some insights. Primarily, first off, it's giving me competitors. Then this is the AI generated strategy based on our update. Break accessible luxury ceiling, claim everyday reference status, turn durability into heirlooms, flood generic style guides. So positive sentiment, 82.7% beats other brands. So I can build Coach with intentional status, not a cheaper substitute. I can dominate the everyday luxury by creating guides on how to pair Coach items, on how to accessorize Coach items. You guys can see share of voice versus sentiment. We have 83% sentiment with just 6% voice. Push more high visibility campaigns to scale the goodwill. Now, Coach is ranking pretty high in sentiment scores. If I go down into share of voice, so we're in the middle of the pack with 6% of the share of voice and versus 9% leaders, which is fine. I don't think this is too bad, but it could be improved. You can go into learn more in narrative drivers to be able to understand how you're going to move forward with a narrative drive. So this is based on platforms where I'm appearing, or my brand is appearing, or my website is appearing. So 8% on ChatGPT, 6% on search, and lean into ChatGPT content to close the gap with Louis Vuitton and Gucci. I can scroll down and see the top domains by citations and some of the questions that people are asking. The overall sentiment is favorable, 17% is general. So from this, I can gather that my overall brand perception is pretty decent. It could be improved in a few different ways. Below that, we have key business drivers by frequency. So here we see the business drivers and other competitors that are being mentioned. I can see if I am the leader in something by the darker blues, and if I am not, I can see it in the lighter colors. Gender neutral accessory design, inclusive representation marketing, playful design expression. These are 3 things that I am actually lacking in. So now I have a really great way to tap into markets that were previously unidentified within my brand. And you can see overall sentiments for your brand versus your competitors. Stronger loyalty edge, and with win on sentiment. Then below that, we can see with other competitors. Now I can see some strategy recommendations, which include information that I can add in my, business. It's going to give you a complete strategy. So, SearchGPT recognizes Coach bags are durable, good for daily use. However, these appear in isolation rather than a single coherent piece of buy better, use longer, care for a life across different price tiers without unifying the value narrative. So now this is just being perceived as a good quality discount brand rather than a distinct model of long-term value. So I can reposition, rebrand information, marketing campaigns, adverts, articles, blogs that we are adding to reframe everything into sustainability, to buying better, to wearing pieces longer, to repair, to durability, and to make these pieces heirloom. This is short time frame, we have medium time frame, and then we even have urgent time frame. It will give you actionable recommendations. So it's not just blabbing off to you, it's going to give you, Semrush One is going to give you actionable recommendations that are going to help you in boosting your search results. So codify a simple overarching value framework and embed it consistently across your brand's page, product pages, training, PR messages. Encourage, reviewers to code this particular campaign to this particular, tailor their adverts to this style, and then this will overall proposition it as a holistic system. So you have these actionable items that can help you in boosting your AI visibility. Now, with this, you even have boosting and monitoring any changes you've made with site audits, which is going to give you site health, AI search health, errors, warnings, crawlability, and site performance. You even have prompt tracking, where if we are tracking a prompt, usually I recommend this with individual strategies when you're focusing on one item within your particular strategy. Now, Semrush One has amazing plans starting at only $199 per month, which includes your AI visibility toolkit, 500 keywords with daily tracking, competitor insights, and you can monitor up to 5 websites. You have AI-ready site audits and AI brand insights with keyword research included. Their Pro Plus is $299 with historical SEO data, 15 websites, 1,500 keywords, and 100 prompts. And then you have the advanced version at $549. So if you're looking to get started with Semrush One, make sure to click on the link provided in the description box down below for the best deal possible. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or queries, you guys can leave those in the comments down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.